He took her on our honeymoon trip. So I took our house keys back. But that's not even the craziest part of this story. Okay, before I dive into the absolute chaos that became my life, you need to understand who I was before all this happened. Because the person I am now, she's completely different from the girl who walked down that aisle 6 months ago. My name is Sarah Mitchell. Well, it's back to Sarah Chen now. I'm 28 years old. I work in marketing for a tech company in Seattle. I'm an oldest daughter, which means I'm a recovering people pleaser and chronic overthinker. My favorite coffee order is an oat milk latte with an extra shot. I cry at dog videos. I own way too many plants that I somehow keep alive. I'm telling you this because I want you to know I'm not some dramatic person who thrives on chaos. I'm boring, predictable. I meal prep on Sundays. I have a skincare routine with like 11 steps. I use a budgeting app, for God's sake. I grew up in a happy home. My parents have been married for 33 years. They still hold hands at the grocery store. My dad still opens car doors for my mom. That's what I thought love looked like. That's what I thought I was getting. I believed in happily ever after. I believed in soulmates. I believed that if you loved someone hard enough, if you were loyal enough, kind enough, supportive enough, they'd never hurt you. I was so incredibly wrong. Jake Thompson, 6'2", brown hair, blue eyes, that stupid, charming smile that made my stomach flip. We met in college, University of Washington, sophomore year. It was so cliche, it's almost embarrassing. I was at a coffee shop on campus, studying for a psychology exam. My laptop died, and I didn't have my charger. I was literally about to cry because I had this exam in 4 hours and all my notes were digital. Jake was sitting 2 tables over. He saw my panic, walked over, and said, I will never forget this. Hey, crying in coffee shops is my thing. You're stealing my brand. It made me laugh. Even in my stress, it made me laugh. He let me use his charger. We started talking. 4 hours passed. I completely bombed that exam, but I didn't care because I'd met him. We dated for 5 years. 5. That's longer than most people's marriages last these days. We did all the relationship milestones, meeting the parents, moving in together, adopting our cat. Well, his cat, technically, but I was the one who took care of Mr. Whiskers. We survived long distance when he did a semester abroad. We survived job changes, apartment moves, fights about whose turn it was to do the dishes. We survived his weird phase where he got really into cryptocurrency and wouldn't shut up about Bitcoin. Everyone loved us. We were couple goals. People would literally tell us they wanted what we had. At parties, we were always the ones dancing together. We had inside jokes. We could communicate with just looks. His proposal was perfect. He took me to the first coffee shop where we met. They were closing it down, actually, and he'd somehow convinced the owner to let us in after hours. There were photos of us from the past 5 years hanging up, a playlist of our songs, rose petals, candles, the whole thing. When he got down to one knee and asked me to marry me, I didn't even let him finish the sentence. I just screamed, yes, and jumped on him. We both fell over. It was messy and perfect and real. Or at least, I thought it was real.
Wedding planning, oh my God. If you've never planned a wedding, let me tell you, it's like a part-time job, except you're paying to do it instead of getting paid. We got engaged in November. We set the wedding date for April, just 5 months away. Everyone said it was too soon, that we'd never pull it off. But Jake and I, we were a team. At least, that's what I thought. I was working 40 hours a week and then coming home to spreadsheets about seating arrangements and cake tastings. Jake was supposedly doing the same. We split everything 50-50. I handled the venue and catering. He handled the music and photography. I handled invitations and decorations. He handled the rehearsal dinner and transportation. Here's something funny, looking back. Jake kept saying he was so stressed about wedding planning. He'd come home exhausted. He'd say he spent his whole lunch break calling vendors. He'd complain about how expensive everything was. Meanwhile, I'd later find out he was spending those lunch breaks with Lexi. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The wedding itself was beautiful. April 13th, 2024, a Saturday. Perfect weather. 72 degrees, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Like even the universe was blessing us. We had the ceremony at this gorgeous garden venue outside the city. 200 guests. My cousin sang At Last by Etta James. My dad cried when he walked me down the aisle. Jake cried when he saw me. When we said our vows, Jake held my hands so tight. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Sarah, you are my best friend, my partner, my home. I promise to choose you every single day, to be faithful in good times and bad, to protect your heart like it's my own. I will never give you a reason to doubt my love." I believed every word. The reception was perfect. We had a live band. The food was incredible. We did a mix of my Chinese heritage and his American comfort food. Dumplings and sliders, bao buns and mac and cheese. Our cake was 4 tiers with fresh flowers. We danced our first dance to Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. Basic, I know, but it was our song. Jake spun me around and whispered in my ear, "I can't believe you're my wife. I'm the luckiest man alive." At the end of the night, we drove away in a car decorated with "Just Married" signs, cans rattling behind us, everyone cheering. I remember thinking, this is it. This is the start of my forever. I had 3 weeks of happiness before everything exploded.
Let me tell you about our honeymoon planning, because this is where the knife really twists when you know the ending. We'd been planning this trip for almost a year. Even before we were engaged, we knew. Bali, Indonesia, the island of the gods, paradise on earth. I had a Pinterest board with 347 pins. 347. I had our entire itinerary planned down to the hour. We were going to spend 3 days in Seminyak for the beaches and nightlife, 2 days in New Bed for the culture and rice terraces, 2 days in Nusa Penida for the cliffs and crystal clear water. I made a budget spreadsheet. Flights, $2,400 for both of us. Accommodation, $2,100 for the week. Food and activities, $1,500. Spending money, $2,000. Total, $8,000. Jake and I each needed to save $4,000. We opened a joint savings account specifically for this trip. We called it Bali or Bust. Every paycheck, we'd each deposit money. We'd watch that number grow and get so excited. I started buying things months in advance. New swimsuits, I bought 5 because I wanted options. Sundresses in every color. A new camera because I wanted to document everything. A waterproof phone case, sandals, a sun hat with Mrs. embroidered on it. This stupid hat. I was so excited to wear this. I thought I'd take a photo in it at every location, create this cute series for Instagram. I also bought matching couples outfits, linen shirts and shorts for Jake and me. I showed them to him and he smiled and said we're gonna look so good. He even helped me pick which color. Now, here's something I didn't know at the time but found out later. Jake was doing the exact same thing. Buying outfits, planning activities, making reservations, just not for me. We booked everything in January, 4 months before the wedding. We got a deal on the flights, business class for the price of premium economy because Jake's cousin works for the airline. Our hotel in Seminyak, the Leji in Bali, luxury beachfront resort, infinity pool, private beach access, 5-star reviews. We booked the Ocean View Suite, $300 per night. Our hotel in New Bed, Hanging Gardens of Bali. You know, the place with that iconic infinity pool overlooking the jungle that's all over Instagram. That one. We saved extra for this because it was a splurge, $450 per night. And the thing is, Jake kept every single one of these reservations. He just changed the guest name from Sarah Mitchell to Lexi Santos. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. In the weeks before the wedding, we'd lay in bed at night and talk about Bali, what we were most excited for. Jake said he couldn't wait to see the temples, to try authentic Indonesian food, to just unplug and be together. He'd pull up YouTube videos of Bali and we'd watch them together. Look at that sunset. We should go to that restaurant. Add that to the list. I'd fall asleep on his chest, dreaming about our trip. What I didn't know is that he was showing those same videos to Lexi, making plans with her, probably in the same tone, with the same excitement. I wonder if he confused us sometimes, if he'd almost slip and mention something to me that he'd only talked about with her. Actually, scratch that. I don't wonder. I know he did, because there was this one time, 2 weeks before the wedding, when Jake mentioned wanting to try this specific restaurant in New Bed called Locavore. I was like, I've never heard of that place. And he got this weird look on his face and was like, oh, I saw it in a video. Lexi probably told him about it.
Okay, this part is hard for me. Because looking back, there were signs. Little things that seemed like nothing at the time, but now make me feel like an idiot for missing them. Sign number 1. Jake's phone habits changed. He'd had the same phone habits for 5 years. He'd leave his phone face up on tables. He'd hand it to me to change the music or look something up. But about 2 months before the wedding, he started keeping it face down, taking it to the bathroom, tilting the screen away when texting. When I asked about it, he said he was planning wedding surprises for me and didn't want me to see. I thought it was sweet. Sign number 2. He started working out more. A lot more. Like going to the gym 6 days a week instead of 3. Coming home flexing, asking if I noticed his arms looked bigger. I encouraged it. I thought he wanted to look good for the wedding. Turns out, Lexi worked at his gym. She was a personal trainer. That's how they met. Sign number 3. The sex changed. We went from being intimate 3-4 times a week to maybe once. When I initiated, he'd say he was tired, sore from workouts, stressed about work. I blamed myself. I thought maybe I wasn't attractive to him anymore. I started working out more, buying lingerie, trying to be, sexier, more interesting. There was this one night, about 3 weeks before the wedding, where I put on this new lingerie set, red lace. I felt stupid and vulnerable, but I wanted to feel wanted. I walked into our bedroom where Jake was on his phone, and I was like, "Hey." He looked up, said, "You look nice," and then went back to his phone. Just like that. "You look nice." Like I was wearing a new sweater, not standing there in basically nothing, trying to save our intimacy. I went to the bathroom and cried. Then I came out and apologized to him. I said, "I'm sorry, I know you're stressed with the wedding. I shouldn't have pressured you." And you know what he said? "It's okay, babe. Things will be better after the wedding." He was right. Things did get better after the wedding. For him and Lexi. Sign number 4. He was constantly texting someone named Marcus, his gym buddy. I'd met Marcus once. Big guy, nice enough, seemed like a typical bro. But Jake was texting him all the time. During dinner, while we watched movies, first thing in the morning. I even joked about it once. "Are you dating Marcus? Should I be jealous?" Jake laughed and said, "He's helping me plan something special for you." Another lie. Marcus wasn't helping plan something special for me. He was helping Jake plan how to get away with cheating on me. Sign number 5. Lexi. She started appearing in his stories, his posts. Training with Lexi. Lexi taught me this new workout. He followed her on Instagram. She followed back. She'd comment on his posts, looking good, with emojis that felt too friendly. I asked about her once, just casually, like, "Who's Lexi?" And Jake barely looked up. "Oh, trainer at the gym. She's cool, very professional. Basically one of the guys." Basically one of the guys. That's what he said. And I believed it, because why wouldn't I? I trusted my fiancé. We were about to get married. You know what the worst part is? I felt it. I felt something was off. There were nights I'd lay awake staring at the ceiling with this knot in my stomach, this voice in my head saying something's wrong. But I'd push it down. I'd tell myself I was being paranoid, insecure, that pre-wedding jitters were normal, that I was self-sabotaging my happiness because I was afraid of being too happy. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone watching this,
If you have that feeling, that gut instinct that something is off, listen to it. Your body knows before your brain wants to accept it. I ignored mine, and it cost me everything.
May 10th, 5 days before we're supposed to leave for Bali. It's a Tuesday night. I made dinner, homemade pad thai because Jake mentioned he was craving it. We're eating, talking about last-minute packing, what we still need to buy, whether we need to get shots for travel. We don't, by the way, but I was being paranoid. Jake is scrolling on his phone, which is annoying but normal. And then his phone rings. The ringtone for his mom. We'd set custom ringtones for family. He looks at the screen, and I swear to God, all the color drains from his face. For a second, he just stares at it, like he's deciding whether to answer. Then he grabs it and stands up from the table, walking toward the living room. I hear him answer, "Hey, Mom." And then, "What? What happened?" His voice goes higher, panicked. I drop my fork and run to him because obviously something's wrong. His mom is calling, sounding urgent. Jake's pacing, hand in his hair, and I hear him say, "Is he okay? Which hospital? Oh my God. Okay, I'm coming. I'll get there as soon as I can." He hangs up and just stands there, staring at nothing. I grab his arm. "Jake, what happened? Is everyone okay?" He looks at me with these wide, terrified eyes. "My dad, he had a heart attack. He's in the hospital. Sarah, they don't know if he's gonna make it." My heart drops. Jake's dad, Robert, is the sweetest man. He calls me Sarah Bear. He taught me how to fish. He walked me through how to change a tire because he said every woman should know how, and Jake was useless with cars. I immediately start crying. "We need to go. Now. Do you want me to drive? Should we book a flight? What hospital is he at?" Jake sits down next to me and he's shaking. Actually shaking. He takes my hands and says, "He's at County Medical in Phoenix, 3 states away." "Okay," I say, "we'll drive through the night or get a flight first thing in the morning. We'll cancel the honeymoon. Who cares about Bali? Your dad is what matters." And Jake, he squeezes my hands and looks at me with so much emotion. "Sarah, you're incredible. This is exactly why I married you. You're so selfless." He kisses my forehead, but I've been thinking, we shouldn't cancel Bali. We can't get refunds. That's $8,000 down the drain. I start to protest, but he cuts me off. "No, listen, you should still go. Take Emma or Mia, have the honeymoon. I'll go to Phoenix, be with my dad, and when he's stable, you and I will plan another trip, somewhere even better. Please, don't let our money and your vacation days go to waste." I spend the next hour calling everyone. My sister, Emma, my best friend, Mia, my boss to let her know I might need emergency time off, Jake's mom to get more details about Robert's condition. His mom is hysterical, or so Jake tells me, when I ask to talk to her directly. "She's with the doctors right now," he says. "She'll call you back." She never does. I book Jake a last-minute flight to Phoenix. It costs $600 because it's so last minute. I pay for it with my credit card. He thanks me profusely, says he'll pay me back. He never did. That night, I help Jake pack t-shirts, jeans, his dad's favorite cologne that he wants to bring because smells help memory in coma patients, which I later learned is bullshit, but it sounded real. We stay up until 3 a.m. Jake is too anxious to sleep. We lay in bed and I hold him while he cries. His body shakes against mine. I stroke his hair and whisper that everything will be okay. He deserves an Oscar. Truly. The performance was flawless. May 12th, 6 a.m. I drive Jake to the airport. He kisses me at the drop-off,
long and desperate. "I love you so much. I'll call you as soon as I land. Thank you for being the best wife in the world." I watch him walk into the terminal, pulling his suitcase. I didn't know that suitcase wasn't going to Phoenix. It was going to a different gate, a different flight, to Bali.
The next 2 days are a blur. I'm constantly checking in with Jake. "How's your dad? Any updates? Do you need me to come?" His responses are short and stressed. "Dad's stable but critical. Mom's a mess. No, stay. I'll be okay. Heading into surgery now. We'll call later." Meanwhile, I'm having this internal battle. Should I go to Bali? Is it wrong to go on our honeymoon without him? Will I regret it if I don't go? I call Mia first. She's my best friend since freshman year of college. If anyone will give me straight advice, it's her. "Mia, I don't know what to do. Jake wants me to go to Bali, but it feels so wrong." She's quiet for a second, then says, "Sarah, I love you, but you're spiraling. You already can't get refunds. Jake's right. You should go. Take Emma. Make the best of it. It's not going to help Jake's dad if you sit at home feeling guilty." But what kind of wife goes on her honeymoon without her husband? "The kind whose husband insists she goes," Mia says. "Listen, Jake is being incredible about this. He could be bitter or upset, but he wants you to be happy. That's love, Sarah. Take the trip." She had me convinced. Or maybe I wanted to be convinced. Either way, I called Emma next. Emma is my younger sister. She's 23, just graduated college with a degree in environmental science, and she's living with our parents while job hunting. She's spontaneous where I'm planned, adventurous where I'm cautious. When I tell her about Bali, she screams, like actually screams so loud I have to pull the phone away from my ear. "Are you serious? Sarah, oh my God, yes, yes! I've literally never left the country except for that one trip to Canada. Holy crap, Bali!" Her excitement is infectious. We spend 3 hours on FaceTime planning. I send her the entire itinerary I'd made. We talk about what to pack, what to see, whether we need bug spray. Emma asks, "Are you sure you're okay with this, going without Jake?" I pause, really think about it. I mean, no, I wish he could come, but he can't. And I don't want $8,000 to go to waste. His dad would feel terrible if he knew we lost all that money. "Okay," Emma says, "then let's make this the best sister trip ever. We'll take 1,000,000 photos and videos. Jake can experience it through us." That made me feel better, like I was doing this for Jake, not instead of him. God, I was so stupid.
Okay, so here's what I didn't know. While I was driving Jake to the airport on May 12th, dropping him off at departures, watching him walk inside, here's what was actually happening. Jake walked into the airport. He went through security, but he didn't go to the Phoenix gate. He went to the international terminal, to the gate for the flight to Bali. And waiting for him? Lexi. She was already there, probably sipping an overpriced airport coffee, scrolling through Instagram, posting a vague story. Adventure awaits. They boarded together. They sat in the business class seats that I had booked, that I had been so excited about because it was my first time flying business class. Jake ordered a gin and tonic. Lexi got champagne. They toasted. They probably laughed about how easy it was, how I totally believed the heart attack story. Maybe Jake showed Lexi the text from me asking about his dad's surgery. During the layover in Tokyo, our flight had a 4-hour layover. They explored the airport. There's this really cool observation deck in Narita Airport. I had bookmarked it, told Jake we should check it out during our layover. He took Lexi there instead. I know because she posted a photo. Not on her main feed. She was smarter than that. But on her close friends story, which I eventually got access to through... We'll get to that. While Jake was in the air with Lexi, I was texting him updates. "I'm packing. Emma and I are so excited. Hope your dad is doing okay. Sending love." He'd respond during layover. "Dad's out of surgery, long recovery ahead," with a sad emoji. Meanwhile, he was literally buying Lexi duty-free perfume. They landed in Bali on May 14th, a full day before Emma and I were supposed to arrive, which meant Jake had time to check into the hotel, settle in, make sure nothing had my name on it. He changed the booking from Sarah Mitchell and Jake Thompson to Lexi Santos and Jake Thompson. He told the hotel we were on our honeymoon, which wasn't even a lie, just missing some key details. And here's the thing that kills me. While Jake was doing all this, while he was checking into our hotel with another woman, he was texting me. I miss you. Wish you were here with me. Can't wait until we can take a trip together. I saved those texts. I have screenshots because when I eventually showed them to people, some didn't believe me. They thought I was exaggerating, making him seem worse than he was. I wasn't. If anything, I'm leaving out how much worse it actually was.
May 15th, 10 a.m. Emma and I meet at SeaTac Airport. She's bouncing with excitement, wearing this bright yellow sundress and a straw hat. She looks like a travel influencer. I'm wearing leggings and an oversized hoodie, looking like I haven't slept, which I haven't. You okay? Emma asks, seeing my face. Yeah, just worried about Jake and feeling guilty. She hugs me. Sarah, you're the best wife ever. Jake is lucky to have you. Now come on, we're going to Bali. We check in, go through security, grab coffee. Emma is taking photos of everything. First international trip, she keeps saying. Her excitement helps distract me. While we wait to board, I text Jake. At the airport, about to board. How's your dad? He responds immediately. Holding steady. Have the best time. You deserve it. Love you. Love you too. Miss you so much. Miss you more. Send pics. At that exact moment, Jake was probably in our hotel room in Seminyak with Lexi. Maybe they were laying by the pool. Maybe they were having a couples massage. And he was texting me with one hand while holding her with the other. The flight is 18 hours with a layover in Tokyo. Emma falls asleep immediately. She can sleep anywhere. I'm wide awake watching movies I'm not really processing. I keep thinking about Jake, wondering how his dad is doing, feeling guilty that I'm flying to paradise while my father-in-law is in a hospital bed. I draft a long text to Jake about how grateful I am for him, how he's the most selfless person I know, how we'll get through this together. I delete it, rewrite it, delete it again. Finally, I just send, thinking of you and your family. He hearts the message. During the layover in Tokyo, Emma and I explore the airport. We go to the observation deck I'd wanted to visit with Jake. We take photos. I feel weird being there without him. I don't post them. It feels wrong to post honeymoon content without my husband. The second leg of the flight is shorter, but feels longer. I'm getting nervous now. Excited, but sad. This weird cocktail of emotions that makes my stomach hurt. Emma notices. Hey, we're going to make the absolute best of this. Jake would want that. I nod. You're right. Let's do this. We land in Denpasar, Bali at 11 p.m. local time on May 16th. The air is thick and humid when we step outside. It smells like flowers and incense and exhaust. It's overwhelming and beautiful. Our driver is waiting with a sign that says, Mrs. Thompson. I feel a pang seeing it. Mrs. Thompson. That's me now. But Mr. Thompson isn't here. The drive to Seminyak takes an hour. Emma is glued to the window, gasping at everything. The temples! Look at those statues! Sarah, this is incredible! I'm quieter, watching, taking it in, trying to feel excited, but mostly feeling empty. We check into the Legion at almost 1 a.m. The Ocean View Suite. It's stunning. Floor-to-ceiling windows, a huge balcony. You can hear the waves crashing. But all I can think is, Jake should be here. This should be us. Our first night as a married couple in paradise. Instead, Emma is here, already unpacking, talking about what we should do tomorrow. I text Jake. We made it. The hotel is beautiful. Miss you. How's everything? No response. I check the time. It's like 9 a.m. in Phoenix. Maybe he's at the hospital. May 17th, day 1. I wake up to Emma shaking me. Sarah, look at this view. We need to see the sunrise.
We miss the sunrise. It's already 8 a.m., but the morning is gorgeous. The sky is pink and gold. The infinity pool is empty except for one couple on the far end. We have breakfast by the pool. Fresh fruit, nasi goreng, the best coffee I've ever had. Emma is taking photos of everything. This is going on my highlights reel forever. I try Jake again. Good morning. Well, good night to you. I hope you got some rest. Still nothing. Maybe his phone died, Emma suggests. Or he's in with doctors and can't have his phone? That makes sense. I try to relax. We spend the morning on the beach. The sand is warm, almost hot. The water is crystal clear. There are vendors selling sarongs and bracelets. Everything is colorful and alive. Emma is in heaven, swimming, playing in the waves. I'm sitting under an umbrella, reading a book I'm not absorbing. Every time I see a couple, I feel this ache. There's this one couple near us, newlyweds, obviously. They're taking those cheesy photos where they're running toward the water, holding hands, laughing. The girl is wearing a white bikini, very bridal. I feel tears coming, and I push them down. This is supposed to be me. This is my honeymoon. But I paste on a smile when Emma runs back. You have to get in the water. It's perfect. So I do. I swim. I pretend. That night, after a full day of activities, I check my phone. Finally, a text from Jake. Sorry for disappearing. It's been intense. Dad had a setback. I'm exhausted. How is Bali? Oh no, I'm so sorry. What kind of setback? Do you need me to come? No, stay. I've got this. Tell me about your day. I want to hear something positive. So I tell him about the beach, the food, how beautiful everything is, how much I wish he was here. Soon. We'll go somewhere together soon, I promise. Get some sleep. Love you. Love you more. I sleep better that night. He's okay. His dad is hanging on. We're going to be okay. May 18th. Day 2, Emma and I take a day trip to Ubud. We hire a driver, Mare, this incredibly kind man who tells us stories about Balinese culture the whole drive. The Tegalang rice terraces, they're unreal, like something from a painting, layers of green stretching forever. There are these giant swings hanging over the terraces that Instagram made famous. Emma insists we do the swing. Come on, this is iconic, we have to. So we pay the fee, put on our safety harnesses, and swing out over the terraces. Emma is screaming with joy. I'm trying to enjoy it, trying to be present. We take all the photos, the obligatory Instagram shots, but something feels off. I can't name it yet. We stop for lunch at this cute cafe. I order a smoothie bowl that's almost too pretty to eat. Emma gets avocado toast. Very millennial of us. While Emma's in the bathroom, I scroll Instagram. Just mindlessly, the way you do. And I see it. A girl I don't know, username Wanderlist with Lexi, has posted a story. I only see it because Jake viewed it, and Instagram sometimes shows you stories from people you might know based on who your friends follow. It's a photo of a floating breakfast. You know, those breakfasts on trays in infinity pools, tropical flowers, fresh fruit, pastries. The caption, "Living my best life." I click on her profile. It's public. She has 15,000 followers. Lots of travel photos, very influencer-esque. And then I see it. Her location tag. Ubud, Bali. My brain goes, what a coincidence. Someone else from home is in Bali right now. But something makes me click on her tagged photos. There's one from 3 weeks ago. She's at a gym. My stomach drops. It's Jake's gym. I recognize the logo in the background. Another photo from a month ago, a group gym photo. And there in the back, slightly blurry, that's Jake. I excuse myself, go to the bathroom, lock the door. My hands are shaking. I go back to Jake's Instagram, search through his followers. There she is, Wanderlist with Lexi Santos. I click on Jake's following list. He follows her. She follows him back. I go to her page again, look at her recent posts. Nothing about Bali on her main feed. Smart. But that story was from today, from Ubud, where I am. Okay, maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe she's traveling alone, but my gut is screaming. I go back to the table. Emma's back, eating her food. You okay? You look pale. Yeah, I think I had too much sun. But I can't stop thinking about it. That breakfast, that pool, that location tag.
We get back to Seminyak around 6 p.m. Emma wants to go out, explore the nightlife. I tell her I'm tired, not feeling well. She's disappointed, but understands. I'm gonna shower and maybe go to that beach club down the street, she says. You sure you don't want to come? I'm sure. Have fun. Be safe. Text me. She leaves. I'm alone. And I do something I swore I'd never do. Something that, if you'd asked me a week ago if I'd ever do, I would have said absolutely not. I log into Jake's Instagram. We knew each other's passwords. We always had. It wasn't about trust. We just shared everything. His password was my birthday. Mine was his. I tell myself I'm not snooping. I'm just checking, making sure I'm being crazy, that I'm paranoid for no reason. I go to his DMs. My heart is pounding so hard I feel it in my throat. There's nothing suspicious at first. Messages with his brother, his college friends, his mom. Those messages make me feel sick because they're all about his dad's condition. Then I see it. A message thread with Marcus Jim. I click. I start reading from the most recent messages and scroll up. At first it's normal. Workout stuff. Marcus, are you hitting legs today? Jake? Yeah, with Lexi. She's got me on this new program. That's from 3 months ago. Before the wedding. 2 months ago. Marcus, dude, I saw you and Lexi at the smoothie place. You two dating or what? Jake, nah, man, I'm engaged. Just friends. Sure looked like more than friends. We just talk. Nothing wrong with having a friend. 1 month ago. Marcus, bro, you're playing with fire. Jake, nothing's happened. Yet. I see how you look at her. Jake, Sarah and I are getting married in 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Make a choice. 2 weeks ago. After the wedding. Jake, can you trust me with something? Marcus, always, bro. Jake, I'm bringing Lexi to Bali. Marcus, what? I know, but I can't stop thinking about her. You just got married. I know. I'm gonna tell Sarah my dad had a heart attack. She'll take Emma to Bali, and I'll take Lexi. Marcus, that's insane. Jake, it's perfect. Sarah will never know. I read that message 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Sarah will never know. I don't know how long I sit there. Could be minutes, could be an hour. I'm just frozen. My husband, the man I've loved for 5 years, the man I just married, the man I've been worried sick about, he's here, in Bali, with another woman. And his dad is fine. He lied about a heart attack, about his father almost dying. What kind of person does that? I stand up, splash cold water on my face, and I make a decision. I'm going to find every single piece of evidence. I spend the next 3 hours going through everything. His phone, his social media, his email. I know his email password too. Discovery 1. Jake and Lexi have been messaging on WhatsApp. More intimate there than Instagram. I don't have access to those messages yet, but I can see he has the app and she's a top contact.
Discovery 2. His email shows flight confirmation, not to Phoenix, to Bali. Business class, 2 passengers, departure May 12th. The same flight time I drove him to the airport for. Discovery 3. Hotel confirmation email. Hanging Gardens of Bali, that luxury resort in Ubud I wanted to stay at. Booking for 2 guests, Jake Thompson and Lexi Santos. Check-in May 14th, check-out May 19th. They're there now, tonight. They're at the hotel that I picked out. Discovery 4. A restaurant reservation confirmation. Locavor Ubud, the restaurant Jake saw in a video. Reservation for 2, tonight, 8 p.m. It's 7:30 p.m. They're at dinner, right now, in Ubud, an hour drive from here. I call Emma. She's at the beach club, music pumping in the background. Emma, you need to come back, now. What? Sarah, I can barely hear you. Emma, come back to the hotel right now. It's important. Are you okay? Is it Jake's dad? Just come back, please. 20 minutes later, Emma bursts into the room. I'm sitting on the bed, laptop open, evidence everywhere. Sarah, what's going on? You're scaring me. Jake's not in Phoenix. He's here in Bali. He's been here the whole time with Lexi, his gym trainer. His dad never had a heart attack. Emma's face goes through about 15 emotions. Confusion, disbelief, understanding, rage. What? She grabs my laptop, reads the messages, reads the emails. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sarah, I'm going to kill him. I'm literally going to kill him.
Emma is on fire. She's pacing, yelling, saying we need to drive to Ubud right now and confront them at the restaurant. Emma, stop. Stop. We're not confronting them. What do you mean we're not? Sarah, he's with another woman on your honeymoon. I know. But if we confront them now in Bali, what happens? We make a scene, he makes excuses, maybe they lie and say they ran into each other, maybe he manipulates me. And then what? I'm stuck here for 3 more days, heartbroken, while he, stays in Bali too? Flies home? No. We're going to be smart. We're going to get more evidence, and then we're going home. Emma stares at me. Who are you right now? I'm a woman who's done being lied to. I create a fake Instagram account. Basic profile, a few random photos I pull from a stock website. Username, Bali Girl 2024. Bio, solo traveler, living my best life. I send a follow request to Lexi. She accepts in 10 minutes. Her profile is public, but she has a close friends story option with a green ring. Through the fake account, I can see her public posts, but not her close friend stories. That's where the real evidence is. I'm sure of it. I go to her following list. I follow everyone she follows who seems like a real friend, about 20 people. Some accept immediately. Then I DM one of her friends, a girl named Tiffany Epso, who has a lot of photos with Lexi. Hey, I think we follow some of the same people. Are you in Bali right now too? I saw Lexi's story and it looked like my hotel. Small world. Tiffany responds, Oh no, I'm back in the States. But yeah, Lexi's in Bali. She's been posting the cutest stuff on her close friends. She's there with her boyfriend. They look so happy. Boyfriend. She called Jake her boyfriend. I screenshot everything. Emma, I need your Instagram. Follow Lexi. Emma does it. Lexi accepts. Strangers often accept if you have a decent profile. Now, DM her. Say something like, OMG, you're in Bali? I was just there. Where are you staying? Lexi responds, Yes, at Hanging Gardens in Ubud. It's amazing. Emma, that's where I stayed. Did you do the jungle swing? Not yet. Going tomorrow with my boyfriend. We have her admitting she's there with a boyfriend in Jake's hotel. I go back to Jake's Instagram, look at who viewed his stories. Lexi always views them. Always. I find more. Receipts from a jewelry store. He bought her a bracelet.
2 weeks before our wedding. $400. A receipt from a spa, couples massage at Hanging Gardens, booked for tomorrow, May 19th. His Google Calendar, we shared calendars for wedding planning, and I never took myself off his. I can see everything. May 14th to 19th, Bali with L with a heart emoji. With a heart. He put a heart next to her initial. Our anniversary on the calendar? Anniversary. No heart, no emoji. Just the word. It's 2 a.m. Emma fell asleep an hour ago. I'm still awake, still digging. And then I find it. Someone Lexi follows, a girl named Rachel in the city, posts a story. It's a screenshot of a FaceTime call. The caption, "Miss you wanderlust with Lexi. Call me when you're back from your romantic getaway." In the tiny corner of the FaceTime screenshot, you can see Lexi's background, an infinity pool, jungle view, and reflected in the window behind her, a man. I screenshot it, zoom in as much as possible. The quality is terrible, but I can make out brown hair, tall, the same build as Jake. It's circumstantial, but it's something. May 19th. I didn't sleep at all. Emma wakes up and finds me still on my laptop, eyes bloodshot. "Sarah, you need to sleep. We're leaving." "What?" "We're going home. Today. I'm changing our flights." Emma sits up. "Are you sure? Don't you wanna—" "No, I don't want to see him. Not here. Not in paradise. I want to go home, where I have control." I pay $600 to change our flights. We're leaving tonight instead of May 22nd. But first, I have one more thing to do. I call Hanging Gardens of Bali. My hands are shaking. "Hello, Hanging Gardens, how may I help you?" "Hi, yes, I need to confirm a reservation. The name is Jake Thompson." "One moment, please." "Yes, Mr. Thompson, checking out tomorrow, May 20th. Is there anything we can help you with?" "Actually, yes. My husband mentioned he left his watch in the room during housekeeping. Did anyone turn it in?" "Your husband? I'm sorry, we have Mr. Thompson checked in with Miss Santos. Is this—" "Oh, my mistake. Different husband. Wrong hotel. Thank you." I hang up. They confirmed it. He's registered there with her. Emma looks like she wants to throw something. Let's go to that hotel right now and— No, we're going home. I have a better plan.
We pack everything. I'm calm. Eerily calm. Emma keeps asking if I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm better than fine. I know the truth now. I've saved every screenshot, every email, every message to a cloud drive, backed up 3 times. There's no way any of this disappears. We get to the airport around 4 p.m. for our 8 p.m. flight. I text Jake. "Hey babe, having such an amazing time. Emma and I are extending our trip a few days. Found a cheap hotel in Canggu, going to explore that area. How's your dad?" He responds in 2 minutes. "That's awesome. You deserve it. Dad's improving slowly. Glad you're having fun. Love you." "Love you too." I send one more. "Don't worry about me. Just enjoy your time with your family. Tell your mom I'm thinking of her." "Will do. You're the best wife ever." "You're the best wife ever." Emma reads it and makes a face like she's going to be sick. "Oh, I'm about to be the worst ex-wife he's ever seen," I mutter. The flight home is long. Emma sleeps most of it. I'm planning, writing lists, making calls. I call my brother, who's a lawyer. I call my parents. "Dad, I need you to not freak out." I tell him everything. My dad is silent. Then, I'm going to kill him. "Dad, no, I need your help. Can you meet me at the house when I land?" "Sarah, whatever you need." "Brian, I need legal advice." My brother is a divorce attorney. The irony isn't lost on either of us. "Jesus, Sarah, are you sure? Maybe you can work through." "Brian, he took another woman on our honeymoon. He lied about Dad having a heart attack. What part of that is workable?" "Okay, when you land, don't confront him yet. Let's get everything in order first. Documentation, protect your assets, then we move.
We land at SeaTac on May 20th at 6 a.m. We're exhausted, jet-lagged. But I'm running on pure adrenaline. Emma goes home to our parents' house. I go to the house Jake and I share. It's so quiet. His stuff is everywhere. His shoes by the door, his jacket on the hook. The life we built. The life that was a lie. First call, locksmith. Hi, I need all my locks changed. Today. It's an emergency. They can come at 2 p.m. Second call, my brother. Brian, what do I need to do? He walks me through it. Document everything. I already have. Secure finances. I transfer money from our joint account to my personal account. Not all of it, just my fair half plus what I contributed to the down payment. Checked the deed. My name is primary. My parents gave us the down payment as a wedding gift, but it was given to me, with Jake added to the deed after. Brian says we can fix that. My dad arrives with my mom. My mom is crying. My dad looks like he's ready to commit murder. Show me everything, Dad says. We sit at the kitchen table. I pull up all the screenshots, emails, messages. My mom is sobbing. My dad is silent, jaw clenched. He did this right after marrying you, Mom whispers. How could he? I don't know, Mom. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pack up his things, change the locks, and when he comes back, he's going to find out what happens when you messed with my daughter. My dad, my brother who arrives around noon, and I spend hours packing Jake's entire life into boxes. His clothes, his PlayStation, his sneaker collection. He has like 40 pairs. His protein powder and gym stuff, his books, his toiletries. Everything that's his, we pack. My mom cancels our shared subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, Disney Plus, the gym membership. He can pay for his own gym now, to see Lexi, she says bitterly. At 2 p.m., the locksmith comes. We change every lock. Front door, back door, garage, deadbolts. I have new keys made. Jake's old keys? Useless. We stack all of Jake's boxes in the garage. Neat, labeled. Everything he owns, ready to go.
May 21st. I meet with Brian officially at his law office. Sarah, I want to be real with you. This is going to be hard. Emotionally, financially, all of it. I know. But I have options, right? I don't have to just accept this. Absolutely not. You have several paths. Divorce is one. But given the circumstances, marriage fraud, basically, you might qualify for an annulment. An annulment means the marriage never legally existed. It's like it never happened. You'd need to prove fraud, and I think we have that. He married you under false pretenses. He was already having an affair or planning to. How long would it take? Faster than divorce, usually. A few months if uncontested. If he fights it, longer. I want the annulment. Okay, I'll start the paperwork. We'll need all your evidence. And Sarah? Yeah? Don't communicate with him except through me once he's served, no matter what he says. I also go to our bank, remove Jake from our joint checking account, or rather, I open a new account in just my name and transfer my portion. Our savings for the house, that was kept separate, mostly from my parents. That's protected. The joint account we used for bills and daily expenses, I take half, $3,200, my fair share. The bank teller asks if everything's okay. I smile tightly. Just some financial reorganization.
May 22nd, 6 p.m. Jake's flight lands at 4 p.m. He'll be home soon. I'm sitting in the living room, waiting. My dad wanted to be here, but I said no. I need to do this alone. Emma is on standby. My phone is recording audio in my pocket. Brian said to document everything. I see his car pull into the driveway. My heart is pounding, but I'm calm. So calm. He gets out. He looks tan, relaxed, happy. He's whistling. Actually whistling. He grabs his suitcase, the same one I helped him pack for Phoenix, and walks up to the front door. He tries his key. It doesn't work. He tries again. Nothing. He checks the key, tries the deadbolt. Still nothing. Then he rings the doorbell. I take a deep breath and open the door. His face lights up and he sees me. "Babe, hey, you're home early. My key isn't working. I think the lock is..." "I know." "You know what?" "I know about Lexi. I know about Bali. I know about your dad never having a heart attack. I know everything, Jake." He goes white, like ghost white. His mouth opens but nothing comes out. "Sarah, what are you talking about?" Don't insult me by lying more. I have screenshots of your messages with Marcus. I have your flight confirmations to Bali. I have hotel bookings with her name. I have Instagram evidence. I have witnesses who confirmed you were there with a boyfriend. So don't stand there and lie to my face. "Let me inside. We need to talk about this." "No." "What do you mean no? This is my house." "Actually, it's not. This house is in my name, bought with my parents' down payment. You're just a resident. We're a resident. I've started annulment proceedings. You'll be served papers in the next week. Your stuff is in the garage. You have 24 hours to remove it, or I'm donating everything." Shock, denial, anger, panic. "Sarah, you can't do this. Let me explain. It's not what it looks like." "Really? What does it look like, Jake? Because to me, it looks like you lied about your father being in the hospital, which is sociopathic, by the way, so you could take your mistress on our honeymoon using money we both saved."
Sarah, please. Yes, I made a mistake. A huge mistake. But we can work through this. We're married. Were married. Past tense. Once I prove fraud, it'll be like it never happened. You're being crazy. People make mistakes. I never even slept with her. Oh, so that makes it better. You only lied about a family emergency, only took her to Bali, only spent thousands of dollars on her, only shared a hotel room with her. But you didn't sleep with her, so I should just, what, forgive you? Don't touch me. Sarah, I love you. I made a mistake, but I love you. Lexi was just, I don't know, a moment of weakness. Cold feet. I panicked about the marriage and... Stop. Just stop. You didn't have cold feet. You had a plan. You plotted this with Marcus weeks in advance. You faked a heart attack. You looked me in the eyes every single day and lied. Okay, fine. Yes, I went to Bali with Lexi, but you went too. You were there having fun while I was... Well, you were what? In a luxury hotel with another woman, getting couples massages, taking romantic photos? I was there thinking my father-in-law was dying. I felt guilty for being in paradise while your family was suffering. I cut my honeymoon short because I was so worried about you. I flew home early to be here when you got back. And where were you? With her! Jake stands there, mouth opening and closing like a fish. Sarah, if you just let me inside, we can talk about this like adults. No, we're done talking. You want your stuff? It's in the garage. The code is changed, but I'll open it for you. You have until tomorrow at 6 p.m. to get everything. After that, it goes to Goodwill. Wait! Sarah, wait! What about Mr. Whiskers? The cat you never took care of? The cat I fed, cleaned up after, took to the vet. That Mr. Whiskers? He's my cat. Not anymore. Legally, pets are property. And since I'm the one who paid all the vet bills, I have all the documentation. Mr. Whiskers stays with me.
and I close the door. Lock it. Deadbolt it. I hear him outside, yelling, pounding on the door. Sarah! Sarah, you can't do this! I'll call the police! Go ahead. I'd love for them to hear about fraud and marriage deception. After a few minutes, I hear him walk away. I peek through the window. He's on his phone, pacing in the driveway, probably calling Lexi or Marcus or his mom to spin some lie about what a terrible person I am. I don't care.
May 23rd. I barely slept. Every noise made me think Jake was coming back. But he didn't. His car was gone when I woke up. I checked the garage through the internal door. Some of his boxes are gone. Not all. He must have come early in the morning and taken what he could fit in his car. My phone is blowing up. 47 missed calls from Jake. 23 text messages. 12 voicemails. Sarah, please answer. We need to talk. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. You're overreacting. Can we please talk like adults? I never meant to hurt you. Lexi meant nothing. It was just physical. You're the one I love. Just physical? Like that makes it better? My mom wants to talk to you. She's devastated. You're breaking up our family over one mistake? I can't believe you're being so cold about this. I call my brother. Jake keeps contacting me. What do I do? Don't respond. At all. I'll send him a letter that all communication needs to go through me. And Sarah, save every message, every voicemail. It's all evidence. I finally tell Mia everything. I'd been putting it off because saying it out loud makes it real. Mia's face goes through the same journey mine did. Confusion, shock, disbelief, rage. I'm going to kill him, Sarah. I'm literally going to murder him. You and everyone else. There's a line forming. How are you so calm about this? I'm not. I'm really not. I cry every night. I keep having panic attacks. I wake up and forget for half a second, and then I remember. And it's like being hit by a truck every single morning. But during the day, I'm angry. And anger is easier than sadness. So I'm choosing anger. What can I do? Just be here. Be my friend. Don't let me take him back if I have a weak moment. Oh, honey, I will physically restrain you if you try. That man is dead to me.
May 25th. 3 days post-confrontation. Jake's family and friends keep messaging me. His mom, his brother, friends from the wedding, all saying the same thing. Give him another chance. Marriage is hard work. Everyone makes mistakes. And Jake is telling people his version, that I kicked him out over nothing, that I'm being dramatic, that we had a misunderstanding. So I post it. Everything. I create a post on Instagram. Private account, but all our mutual friends follow me. I want to address the rumors about Jake and me. Yes, we've separated. No, it's not a misunderstanding. Here's what happened. Jake told me his father had a heart attack and was hospitalized. This was a lie. He used this lie to take another woman to Bali on our honeymoon using money we both saved. He planned this weeks in advance. I have proof. I attach screenshots. Not all of them. I keep the most damaging for legal purposes, but enough. The messages with Marcus, the hotel booking confirmation with Lexi's name, the Instagram evidence. I'm sharing this not for sympathy, but to protect my truth. Jake has been telling people I overreacted to one mistake. Lying about a parent dying to cheat on your spouse 3 weeks after marrying them is not a mistake. It's a pattern of calculated deception. I ask for privacy as I navigate this. Thank you. I hover over the share button for 10 minutes, my finger shaking. Then I press it. Within an hour, my post has 200 likes, 80 comments, all supportive. Oh my God, Sarah, I'm so sorry. You deserve so much better. Jake did what? I always knew something was off about him. Some of Jake's friends comment, there are two sides to every story. But then other people respond to them. What's the other side? That he accidentally took his trainer to Bali? Someone shares my post to their story, then someone else. Within hours, it spread beyond just our immediate circle. Jake messages me, "How could you? You're ruining my life. People at work saw that." I don't respond, but I think, good. Jake's mom calls. I almost don't answer, but something makes me pick up. "Sarah, sweetheart, can we talk?" "Hi, Linda. I saw your post, and I called Jake. He admitted everything. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Robert, his father, he's mortified. We both are. What Jake did is unforgivable." This throws me. I expected her to defend him. I don't know what to say, I admit. "Don't say anything. I just wanted you to know that we don't condone this. We love you. You're still family to us, even if Jake ruined everything. And Sarah? Yes. Take him for everything. He deserves it." I cry after that call. Not sad tears.
May 27th. I get a DM on Instagram from Lexi. My first instinct is to delete it without reading, but curiosity wins. "Hi, Sarah. I know you have no reason to listen to me, but I need to say something. I didn't know Jake was married when we started talking. He told me he was single. By the time I found out, right before Bali, I was already in too deep. I know that doesn't excuse anything. I should have walked away. I'm sorry. For what it's worth, Jake and I are done. What he did to you, to both of us, was wrong." I stare at this message for 20 minutes. Part of me wants to rage at her. Part of me almost believes her. I call my brother. "Brian, Lexi messaged me. Should I respond?" "What did she say?" I read him the message. "Interesting. She's probably covering her own ass, but it could be useful. If she's willing to admit Jake lied to her about being married, that's more evidence of fraud. Should I respond?" "Carefully. Don't be friendly, but don't be hostile either. See if she'll give you anything useful." I write and rewrite my response 10 times. Finally, "I appreciate you reaching out. I have questions if you're willing to answer them honestly." "Of course, I'll tell you whatever you want to know." "When did you and Jake start talking?" "January, at the gym. He'd been training with me since December, but we started texting in January." "Before the wedding." "Did he ever mention being engaged?" "Not at first. In March, I saw a ring on his finger and asked about it. He said it was complicated, that he was engaged but having second thoughts, that the relationship is basically over but the wedding was paid for." "And you believed him?" "I wanted to. I know how that sounds, but he was so convincing. And by then, I had feelings for him." "When did you find out the wedding was still happening?" 2 weeks before. I saw engagement photos on his Instagram. I confronted him. He said it was just for show, that he'd end things right after the wedding. "Did you know we were actually married when you went to Bali?" Long pause. Then, "Yes. I'm not proud of it. He said you guys were getting it annulled anyway, that it was just a formality for family reasons. I know I should have walked away. I'm sorry. Would you be willing to testify to this for legal purposes?" Another pause. "If I have to, yes." I screenshot the entire conversation, send it to Brian. June 1st, I get a call from an unknown number. "Hello? Hi, is this Sarah Chen?" "Yes, who's this?" "This is Amanda from HR at TechCore Solutions. I'm calling about Jake Thompson. I understand you're his wife?" "Soon-to-be ex-wife, yes. Is everything okay?" "We've become aware of a situation involving Jake and an employee named Lexi Santos. Your social media post was forwarded to our department. We take workplace relationships and misconduct very seriously." "I see. We're conducting an investigation. Would you be willing to provide any evidence of the timeline of their relationship, specifically related to workplace conduct?"
What does that mean exactly? Lexi is a contractor at our corporate gym. Jake is a full-time employee. If their relationship began in a workplace setting, especially if there was any misuse of company time or resources, that's a violation of our policy. I have emails showing Jake booking personal training sessions with Lexi during work hours, charged to his corporate wellness account. Would that help? That would be very helpful. I spend an hour compiling everything that shows workplace connection. Personal training bookings during business hours, gym check-in on his corporate wellness app, emails about wellness activities that were actually dates with Lexi, messages mentioning meeting at the gym. I email it all to Amanda at HR with a professional note. Attached is the requested information. I appreciate TechCore's thorough approach to this matter. Please let me know if you need anything else. 3 days later, I hear through the grapevine, Jake's been put on administrative leave pending investigation. Emma calls me. "Sarah, did you hear? Jake got suspended from work." I may have had something to do with that. You're a savage. I love it.
June 5th. Official legal proceedings begin. Brian has brought in a colleague who specializes in annulments. Sarah, this is Jennifer Park. She's going to be co-counseling with me. Jennifer shakes my hand. She's sharp, professional, no nonsense. I like her immediately. Okay, Sarah, let's talk about your case. You have substantial evidence of fraud. The question is whether Jake will contest the annulment. Will he? His lawyer reached out. Jake wants to talk settlement. Settlement? For what? It's an annulment. What's there to settle? Property division, mostly. He's claiming he contributed to the household financially and wants some compensation for the down payment on the house. The down payment my parents gave us? That was a gift to me. He's on the deed as a courtesy. Exactly, which is why we're confident. But he's going to fight. He's embarrassed, angry, and probably being advised by his own lawyer to get whatever he can. We spend 2 hours going over strategy. Push for full annulment based on fraud, keep the house entirely in my name, divide other assets 50-50 to appear fair, no alimony, marriage was too short, use all evidence to pressure him to accept terms. Sarah, this is going to get ugly. He's going to say things about you. Character attacks, claims you're vindictive or mentally unstable. Standard tactics. Let him. I have screenshots. He has lies.
June 20th. Deposition day. This is where Jake has to answer questions under oath about everything. I'm in the room with Brian, Jennifer, Jake's lawyer, a guy named Richard, and Jake. This is the first time I've seen Jake since the doorstep confrontation. He looks terrible. He's lost weight, dark circles under his eyes. Part of me feels bad. Then I remember Bali, and that feeling disappears. Richard starts. My client is here to answer questions, but I want to note for the record that we believe this annulment is unnecessary. My client made a mistake in judgment, but there was no fraud. We'll let the evidence and testimony speak to that. Let's begin. Jennifer questions Jake. He's under oath. Mr. Thompson, when did you first meet Lexi Santos? December 2023. And when did your relationship with Miss Santos become romantic or physical? Jake hesitates, looks at his lawyer. Late January, early February 2024. That's 3 months before our wedding, while we were deep in wedding planning. Did you disclose this relationship to Sarah Chen at any time before your marriage? No. Did you disclose it at any time after your marriage? No, not until she found out. Mr. Thompson, did you tell Miss Chen that your father had suffered a heart attack on or around May 10th, 2024? Long pause. Yes. Was that statement true?
Another pause. His lawyer whispered something. No, it wasn't true. Why did you lie about your father's medical condition? I needed a reason to not go to Bali with Sarah. You didn't think you'd find out you were actually in Bali with Miss Santos? Objection, argumentative, Richard interjects. Withdrawn. Mr. Thompson, did you travel to Bali, Indonesia between May 12th and May 20th, 2024? Yes. Who did you travel with? Lexi Santos. Did you stay in hotels that were originally booked for you and your wife? Yes. Who paid for these accommodations? The money came from our joint savings account. The account both you and Sarah Chen contributed to equally for your honeymoon? Yes. Jennifer goes in for the kill. Mr. Thompson, when you married Sarah Chen on April 13th, 2024, were you already planning to take another woman on your honeymoon? His lawyer objects, there's back and forth, but ultimately, Jake has to answer. I was considering it. Considering committing fraud on your wife while standing at the altar marrying her. I didn't mean... No further questions. In the hallway, Brian is smiling. That went better than expected. He admitted everything. What happens now? Now we wait for his lawyer to advise him to settle because if this goes to court, a judge is going to hear that testimony and rule in your favor on everything. So I might actually get the annulment? Sarah, you're getting the annulment. It's just a matter of when and what the final agreement looks like.
June 25th. Brian calls. Sarah, Jake's lawyer sent over a settlement proposal. What does it say? He's agreeing to the annulment. He wants $10,000 for his contribution to the house, and he wants the car. The car is in both our names, but I make the payments. Right, so here's my counterproposal. You keep the house, the car, and you give him $5,000 for the sake of closing this quickly. $5,000 feels like rewarding him for cheating. I know, but think of it as $5,000 to get him out of your life forever. No contested court dates, no dragging this out for months. Clean break. Okay, counter with $5,000. Done. 2 days later, Jake accepts. His lawyer confirms. $5,000, Sarah keeps the house and car, annulment granted. I should feel victorious. And I do, mostly, but also, it's real now. My marriage is officially over.
July 15th. The annulment is finalized. Legally, it's as if the marriage never happened. I hold the document. The marriage between Sarah Chen and Jake Thompson is hereby annulled on grounds of fraud. It's done. I spend the next month reclaiming my space. Our bedroom becomes my bedroom. I paint the walls from gray to a soft blue. I buy new bedding, remove every trace of Jake. I donate the wedding photos, the decor we bought together, anything that reminds me of him. I keep Mr. Whiskers, obviously. He's thriving, by the way. Turns out cats do better when they're not secondary priorities. August. Emma and I meet for coffee. You look good, she says. Like actually good, not fake good. I feel lighter, like I've been carrying this weight and finally put it down. Have you heard from Jake? No, blocked everywhere. Ryan says he moved in with Marcus, lost his job. Last I heard, Lexi completely ghosted him too. Good. He deserves all of that. You know what's weird? I don't even miss him anymore. I miss who I thought he was. But that person never existed. It's October now. 6 months since the wedding that ended almost as quickly as it began. People ask me all the time, do you regret marrying him? And here's my honest answer. No, I don't. Because that experience taught me things I needed to learn. About trusting my gut. About not ignoring red flags. About knowing my worth. I learned that love isn't enough if there's no respect. That promises mean nothing without integrity. That sometimes the person you think you know best is actually a stranger. I learned that I'm stronger than I thought, that I can survive heartbreak and come out better on the other side. Here's what I want you to understand. If something feels off, it probably is. Your intuition isn't paranoia. It's protection. If someone lies about the small things, they'll lie about the big things. If they hide their phone, they're hiding something. If they make you feel crazy for asking questions, they're gaslighting you. And if someone betrays you, you don't owe them forgiveness. You don't owe them a second chance. You don't owe them anything except the truth. So yes, he took her on our honeymoon trip, and I took our house keys back. But more than that, I took back my life, my peace, my future. These keys aren't just to a house. They're a symbol of boundaries, of self-respect, of choosing myself. If you're in a situation like I was, whether it's betrayal or abuse or just being undervalued, take your keys back, whatever that means for you. You deserve someone who treats your heart like the precious thing it is, who doesn't lie, who doesn't cheat, who doesn't make you question your reality. And if you don't have that person right now, that's okay, because you have you. And sometimes, that's exactly who you need. I'm dating again, by the way. Taking it slow, being picky, not settling. And you know what? It feels good to have standards again. So here's to taking back your keys, to trusting yourself, to knowing that you deserve better, and actually believing it. I'm Sarah. This was my story. And I'm living proof that you can survive betrayal and still come out the other side smiling. Thanks for listening.
Sarah is now thriving in Seattle. She's been promoted at work, adopted a second cat named Bolly, yes, really, and is currently writing a book about her experience. Jake lost his job, moved back in with his parents, and is reportedly single. Lexi deleted her Instagram and moved to a different state. Mr. Whiskers is living his best life. Sometimes karma doesn't need your help. It just needs time. If you're experiencing relationship fraud or abuse, help is available. Trust your instincts. They're usually right. Your worth is not determined by someone else's inability to see it. Tag someone who needs to hear this message. Remember, you're not alone. Follow for more. Real stories, real healing, real empowerment.